is United Kingdom Talk with Chris Reardon.
I just think it's going to be an excellent day today, boys and girls. Good morning on the first day of July. A pinch and a punch. It's the first day of the month and no returns this morning. Thank you very much, gang. Good morning, yes. White rabbits, white rabbits, white rabbits. They're everywhere, you know. Don't eat rabbits, darlings. Please don't eat little bunny rabbits. So cute and furry. No rabbit stew, no rabbit pie. We don't want anything like that. And blimey, I mean, it must be a good day. 2 super chats have come in already. God's sake. I know why that is. It's the first of the month and you've just been paid your furlough money, haven't you? Send it to me immediately. You don't need it. There you go. Thank you. Dan S. has sent in 2 super chats. So let me give you 2 free raffle tickets. Tickets number 676 and 677. Why has he sent these? Because he loves me. Thank you, Dan. Because he loves me. And of course, that means he's got the chance to win this, which is our backdrop this week that we're giving away. Where it is there. There it is there. Probably a little bit too early to mention that this morning, but there it is. And no, he has actually sent in a little tip so that I will sing a song for him this morning. Now, the question is, should I sing it now? Should I sing it now? Because oh, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Sorry, I've just knocked my buttons there. Should I sing it now? That is the question. Now, we also have a birthday today, I remember from yesterday, but I can't see the person there at the moment unless she's disappeared at the top of the screen there, so we'll wait for that one. But actually, I can't see the person who sent in the super chat either, so I might wait for him. Yes, I'll wait for those people to appear, and we'll do that then when we come. First of all, the most important part of today's show, boys and girls, even more important than anything I've got to say, is changing to see what absolutely delightful picture we have in July for Mr. Barry Manilow. I feel a drum roll coming on, boys and girls. I do feel a drum roll. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, a lovely close-up, Barry. A lovely close-up of Barry there. Let's just give him the kneeling down, darlings. With the kneeling down, the great Barry Manilow. Oh, we praise your holy name. There we are. Thank you, Barry Manilow, in a very, very close picture. I think there's a little nose hair I can see there. I think there's a nose hair I can see there. But yes, that's the picture of Barry Manilow this morning. How fabulous is that? Who's with us early today? It looks like Fran Green's up nice and early. Adrian Richardson, Peter Wright, Jason Hughes, Diane Jebb, Fran Green, John Aitken, morning John, Rachel's there, and the delightful Michael Pullman. A very good morning to you all. The early people are here already. Now, just a little thing. We had a great quiz last night. What a laugh. What a laugh last night. We had such a fun time last night. If you didn't know already, those of you that kind of dip in and out of shows, which I know some of you do, you've got other things to do, especially Jason Hughes, incidentally. I don't like to go on about it. But he seems to think it's quite acceptable to have several live streams going at once, and just pop in and out here. I can't wait for you to miss. In fact, when it comes to Jason Hughes, I think what we're going to do is start giving his raffle ticket out at some point in the show. Randomly. Only his one. So that forces him to watch every last second of the show. Otherwise, he'll miss the number. Oh, what a show. Oh, my heart bleeds. Oh, it's making me so sad to think that you would miss your raffle ticket number. It really would. So I think we might start doing that. Anyway, those of you that were in the quiz last night, just in case you didn't know, we now give a little prize on Tuesday nights. We give a little prize on Tuesday nights for the people that are still there at the end of the show. They are the people that asks for their raffle tickets within the chat box or on text message only. Okay, so everyone can still do it, but you've got to be there to play that one because we give it away live on air and we like to see someone saying, hello, I've won. It's the only time we do that, okay? So just remember that, gang. It's a pen. We give away a pen. We give away a pen on Tuesday night, right at the end of Tuesday night show or somewhere near there. Okay, I start giving out the raffle tickets, and they double up as your raffle ticket for the day for the fridge magnet. But what we also do is collect that small amount of tickets together, pull a ticket out, and someone wins a pen. So that's every Tuesday night within a little quiz. Now, talking of the quiz, your assistance is required. Your assistance is required. I usually have help from a couple of people, in particular my nephew's wife, actually, Stacey, with the music round. Suggestions for things to put in the music round. That's all I'm asking. Okay, so if you've got any suggestions, and some stupid people, Rachel is in the house and has sent a £5 super chat. Everyone's been paid. That must be what it is. Has everyone been paid this morning? You got your money in the post, have you? Have you ordered one of those things yet, Rachel? I won't mention it. You mention it if you want to. Have you ordered? I want two. I've got to have one of those in the car. Just pull up on the side of the motorway when we have the little problem. They're all wondering what that is. I'll leave it to you to tell them or not, Ray. If you tell them, I'll tell them. If not, that's fine as well. Let's give Rachel some free raffle tickets this morning. Oh, God. Yes, I would like some help. Have you got any suggestions of music that I can play on the piano for the music round at the quiz? Now, there'd be some people saying, oh, well, that's not really fair, because then they know what the answers are. Doesn't matter. There's no prize. It doesn't matter. It's just a bit of fun. Oh, well, I don't think that's right. Well, don't play then. Don't play. Simple as that. There you go. So if anyone's got any ideas, there you go, Rachel. Let me give you these free raffle tickets here. 678 to 682. All right, darling. And I'll put those in. Thanks very much. Rachel's given her herself the chance to win this tomorrow. Is it Wednesday? Is it Thursday today? Or is it? No, it's not Wednesday today. It's yes. It's tomorrow, isn't it? Yes, it's tomorrow. Okay, Rachel is given her a chance to win that tomorrow. No, it's not me, or the jacket, or the lovely t-shirt. It's the backdrop. That's what we're giving away tomorrow. Okay, we're giving away the backdrop tomorrow. And if you send us a £1 super chat or a £1 tip, either by super chat or you can do it on PayPal as well. There's the PayPal, okay? Type that into the address bar. Don't open PayPal and type that into the search box. You'll find nothing. Got to type that into the address bar and you'll see a little picture of me so you know it's me, okay? All right, so there we go. There's all your raffle tickets there, Rachel. Put those in there. And Claire's there as well. Well, it looks like we're going to have to do 2 songs today. They've both been paid for. Therefore, they must both be sung because Claire has now sent a £2 super chat. Thank you, Claire. Claire, did you see the little video of my flowers on... When did I show that? Was it yesterday or Monday? Don't know if you saw the video of my flowers. Lilies are all coming out. Oh, it's beautiful out there. The only thing is they're orange ones, so they don't have a fragrance. The pink ones have such a beautiful fragrance. What ones have you got, as a matter of interest, Claire? What ones have you got? Right, well, I'm going to have to sing that song early then. I think Claire. Claire L. Claire L. L for love. L for love. There you go, Claire. 683 and 684. Chance to win the backdrop tomorrow. All right. Fridge magnet 2 weeks ago now, wasn't it? Give it another week, Claire. And if so, all right. We'll send you another one in the post. No problem with that. And also Shania. Is she with us yet? With the pen. She's been waiting a couple of weeks for a pen which hasn't arrived yet. Another week and then just let us know. And another one in the post for you. No problem at all. And Adam the plumber as well. Oh, my word. 685 and 686 for Adam the plumber. Oh, well, clearly this is what's happened. Everyone's been paid. Because it's the new month. Well, it was worth me getting up this morning, wasn't it? Now I'll be able to have something to eat, boys and girls. Because it's been a while. It's been a while since I was able to afford any food at all, darlings. There we are. Please send poverty parcels immediately, you know. Red Cross. Is there an address for the... Is there someone at... Hello, is that the Red Cross? Chris Reardon, United Kingdom Tour. I was paid I've spent all the money on prizes, so I haven't got anything to eat. Could you send a Thank you ever so... Oh, you watch... Oh, really? And you enjoy the show, do you? Oh, thanks very much. Naga what? Naga Manchetti? Yes, what about her? Oh, that's why she's off. Well, I didn't know that. Oh, thank you for telling me. Bye-bye. Apparently, Naga Manchetti wasn't doing BBC Breakfast this week because she wanted a week off to watch this show. How fabulous is that? We like Naga. I like her. I'm sorry, there's something about her I like. Someone else I like was on the telly this morning. That what's his name there? Michael O'Leary. I'd never get on one of his planes. Sod that. All those extras. Oh, people sitting like that. Feet up against your blooming bum at the back. No, thank you. But as a person, I do like Michael O'Leary. He's just such a character. I never forget the time he came on the BBC, one of the BBC news programmes, for an interview, and he had this T-shirt on with on the BBC of all these routes that Ryanair fly to. Talk about free advertised. It was fantastic. Who else is here? And then we'll sing our first song today. Let's see. Did I see Dan S on here? Dan, are you there? I don't know if Dan's there or not. Dan needs to be there because he sent us a couple of quid to sing a song this morning. I can't see him there. So I'll hold on to see if he comes. We'll do the other one first, I think, really. Let's just scroll down a little bit there. Mari loves the calendar. Yes, Mari. It's Wendy bought me that. Wendy Young. She bought me the calendar. She buys me one every year to put up behind there. Isn't that kind? Lovely picture of Barry there, isn't it? A little bit crooked, never mind. Is that better? There we are. Barry's sitting there, as always. Wonderful. Good morning to DSLDG2. Morning to you, sir. Adam, are you with us for the whole show today, Adam? Morning to Joe Woodrofe. Morning, Joe. I expect you'll get your little prize today in the post, hopefully. An 80s music round. Well, I wouldn't like to stick to the same thing, John, for a whole round of music because we have different age groups. The 80s songs and the 70s songs I find reasonably easy to play. It's anything new I have a problem with. All right. So you saw that this morning, did you, Rachel? Have you ordered one yet, my love? I don't know how waterproof. You'd be sitting there at the side of the road and this lorry comes along and knocks you off. With not because it's driven at you, the wind of the lorry. Thank you, Daniel. We enjoyed the quiz last night. He got a little bit tipsy on the wine. Mum tucked him in bed with a stable gun. Oh, I do like that. A 70s round, Fran says there. Yeah, you see the thing. If I was to do all 70s, then it's a little bit unfair to the other people who don't know the 70s. That's why I tried to give a selection of songs. But as I say, I'm really not very good at all at new ones. Not good at all at new ones. Morning to Denise Andrews. Good morning, Denise. How are the ducks this morning? Quack, quack. She's got ducks. Ducks, chickens, everything there, my dear. Buzzards, American eagles, they're all flying around their house. Morning, Denise. Just say hello to Michael Pullman in Australia. Mandy Davenport with us this morning. Michael Lawrence. Michael was there at the quiz last night, weren't you, Michael? George Bond, good morning. Ray Reynolds is in Woodford Green, Essex, bouncing back for 2021. Ray's fractured his shoulder. He's in great pain at the moment. He's got a sling. I think he was telling me if he doesn't move it, it's okay. But if he moves it in a certain way, immense pain. So that's why he's got the sling on. Get well soon, Ray. All right. Okie doke. Now, I don't see... There's Dan S. Okay. Morning, Dan. I'm actually interested in how you managed to send a super chat before we even started the show this morning. I don't know how you managed to do that. Clearly, you're able to do that. I wonder if that were if there's just even a holding. You know what I call it, the holding page. That's the page that I create at some point during the day. I don't have a specific time to do it. The page I create ready for tomorrow's show. What happens, sometimes I do it straight after the show, sometimes at some point in the afternoon, sometimes in the evening. But basically, like tomorrow's one, we'll say 8:45 United Kingdom Talk, Thursday the 2nd of July 2020. Then it'll say something like vlog live vlog, talk show, something like that at the top. And then it'll say, talk show starts after 8:45 in today's show, and that will be blank. And as the day progresses, as ideas come into my head, I just add them on there. And by the time tomorrow morning, the holding page is there with its full summary of what may or may not be in the show, because sometimes we change things at the last minute. And it's there. Now, I've got a feeling you can actually super chat. Someone would have to try this for me to know it. I think you can super chat on that page. If you see the page up there and you click the thing, I think that must be how it is. If you was to go on one of the, say, we're on the channel, when it says upcoming show, and you click on that, that then brings up that page and the chat box. I have a feeling you can chat. That must be how he did it then. Because I'm not quite sure how you did that. Isn't that funny, isn't it? Claire's seen the flowers. Excellent. She's got lily flowers as well, orange. All finished. I harvested my first cucumber last week. They grow quick, don't they, cucumbers? They grow ever so quick, they do. Claire, cucumbers. Some of the cucumbers in Chariots, though, just wouldn't grow at all. I'm rather disappointed to say. Good. Okay. Right, gang. As we've got requests paid for, I've been paid to sing today, paid for requests for 2 songs today. I'm going to do the first one right now, boys and girls. Dan has requested Neil Diamond this morning, and I'm doing Hello Again. Okay, now this wasn't the one I did the other day, was it? Hello again, hello. Just called to say hello. I wouldn't sleep alone last night. What's the other one I did? This isn't the one I've done already, is it, by any chance? Have I done Hello Again already? Someone tell me that. Dan, I haven't done that one yet, have I? I did Sweet Caroline. What was the one I did the other day then? I hope I'm not doing this twice. Does that matter if I've done it twice? I don't know. Good morning to John Parrish this morning. Is that everyone this morning? Did I not see Mr. Wright there as well somewhere? There we are. There we are. Peter Wright is there as well. Good morning to Peter Wright. I thought I'd miss them out. Sometimes we miss people out. Remember, there's always a lot of messages jumping up there, and it's very difficult to keep hold of them. Good morning to Gary's British Talk Show. He's just finished his show this morning. Morning, Gary. Morning to you, sir. John, I meant I like your singing, but not that much. Sorry? Sorry, I did Love on the Rocks. Excellent. Okay. Right. Dan. Oh, so it's you have Dan. Sorry, Dan. Have I got confused here? Have you? No, I'm sure I saw you say you've sent £2. Hang on, I can look at that. I can actually go back. There's like a special section for 2 super chats, so I can keep an eye. One moment. Is it that one? No, is it that one? Oh, it's that one. It could be that one. Is it that one? It's that one. Right, hang on a minute. Dan S. Where are we now? Dan S. Dan S. One moment, please. Dan S. Dan S. My first super chat. What's the... Is this 1st of July? That's the one. My first super chat. Can you sing some Neil Diamond? That's what you've said. That's what you've said. So here I am to deliver the goods. I'm delivering the goods this morning. All right, here we go then. Hello Again by Neil Diamond. Enjoy. Hello again, hello. Just called to say hello. I couldn't sleep at all tonight, and I know it's late, but I couldn't wait. Hello, my friend, hello. I just called to let you know I think about you every night when I'm here alone and you're there at home. Hello. Lately it's been crazy, but I put my heart above my head. We've been through it all, and you love me just the same. And when you're not there, I still need to hear, hello, my friend, hello. It's good to need you so. It's good to love you like I do, and to feel this way when I hear you say hello. Hello, my friends, hello. Just called to let you know I think about you every night, and I know it's late, but I couldn't wait. Hello. All right, especially for Dan S this morning. Singing for you, Dan S. There you go, Dan. Just for you, my darlings, all right? Now, we've got another song to sing a little bit later on. Don't let me forget, gang. Whatever you do, don't let me forget. Remind me in about, I don't know, half an hour, 3/4 of an hour time, and I shall be very happy to do that for you. As paid for, paid singing this morning for the delightful Claire L. Thank you, Claire. All right, good morning to Fiona Hunt. There's Fiona, and it's Fiona's birthday today. Happy birthday, Fiona. Yeah! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fiona. Happy birthday to you. Preferential treatment, gang, if you're here live and it's your birthday, and that's for Fiona, one of our probably the newest person on here. Actually, she's only been with the show a week, haven't you, my darling? And a very big happy birthday to you. Will you be doing anything exciting today, Fiona? Anything exciting, darling? I hope you will be, my love. Anything at all? A little cake or something like that. Look, everyone wishing you happy birthday, which is very, very nice there. John says you sing like you talk. I'm so glad you enjoyed it, John. I really am. Here I am providing entertainment just for you today, John. Good morning. Let's have a look there. John Aitken has got the Jazz Singer DVD. Oh, don't get that out if I come round to your house, John. We'll all be sitting there in floods of tears, my love. Oh, wonderful film. Wonderful. Oh, don't even go there. I'm thinking about it now. Neil Diamond. I think he's got Parkinson's disease, hasn't he? Neil Diamond, if I remember rightly. Good morning to the Village Idiot. I love that name. Morning to Village Idiot. Hello to you, sir. Mari says I sing the song better than Neil Diamond does. I doubt that very much, Mari. But thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I know that Michael Lawrence I think he just watches this show to see me sing, Michael Lawrence. That's why else would he come to the karaoke, right? He comes here, and what is the one thing that is at both of those places? Answer, me singing. He must love my singing, Michael Lawrence. He must do, my darling. I'll come and sing it to you while I'm sitting on that pool table, if you want to, dear. All right? It could be a musical song today. There you go, Fiona. Your personal birthday song this morning, Fiona. Play it to all your friends. All right, my love. What else have we got here? Oh, she's going for a long walk along the beach. Lovely. And a nice dinner later on. That sounds really nice. Nice and sort of laid-back parties. Not like when we were 20, is it, Fiona? Oh, Christ. You know, out down the pub getting legless, dreadful. No, thank you. I don't want any of that anymore. I might request Barbie Girl next. Do you do duets, Chris? Never. The only person I ever did duets with was non-Irish Mary from Ireland, who we lost last year. That's it. That's it. No, I don't do duets. No. Good. Come on, Barbie. I can't do any more songs today, I'm afraid, Dan. Hold on to your cash, my love. Hold on to your cash, okay? There's only one other song today, which will be a little bit later on for Claire. All right, let me just take a note of that. Puppy love, that'd do for our music quiz. After suggestions for songs today, okay, for the music round on the quiz. I'm kind of running out of... I'm finding it difficult to do the music round, as some of you found last night. Morning to Sherry. I'm glad you enjoyed it as well. Thank you very much, Sherry. Thank you. And Mandy Davenport, he's got something to look forward to, old Michael Lawrence. You know, I mean, he's not interested in me. I practically threw myself at him one night. Nope, not interested. Not interested. Very disappointing. Anyway, so great fun last night with the quiz. After which I watched the rest of Skyscraper, which is a Netflix film. Very, very good indeed. It's about this big skyscraper, goes up in flames and what happens, why it happens and all that business. Really good. Highly recommended. Skyscraper on Netflix. Give that a watch. And then, while that was on, for my dinner last night, for the first time in years, I had a cheese and onion toastie. With tomato sauce. And the reason I had that was because I found I think I'm eating a bit too much. Not necessarily bad things. Loads of vegetables, loads of potatoes, but nothing really fat. We're not talking cakes and biscuits. But my meal's a bit big at night, and I think it's upsetting my tummy a little bit when I'm in bed. So I thought I'd cut down on the food and have a cheese and onion toastie instead. So I went downstairs and I thought, well, I'll just have one will be enough. One will be enough. So get this right. Now pay full attention and you realise what I've done here. So I got my 2 pieces of bread and I put them on the grill, right? 2 pieces like that on the grill. Put them under, grilled one side, took them out, turned them over. I then placed the cheese, sliced up thin, quite thin slices of cheese. Well, it weren't like this. I bet some of you have cheeses like this, don't you? I bet there's some of you that go out and buy a cheese block and just nibble it like a mouse, only larger bites. Yes. Apparently, if you want to catch mice, it's not cheese you need to put in the traps. Mars bars. My nephew told me that. Mice love Mars bars. My sister's house is alive with mice at the moment, dear. She's got them everywhere. Never mind. They all seem to be in my nephew's room. He's quite happy with mice living in the same room as mice for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, so thin layers of cheese. I put them on one piece of bread, and then I put them on another piece of bread, and I put them under there. And I suddenly realised, you blooming idiot, you've now made 2 instead of 1. I thought, oh. You know, I suppose I could have put one bit on and just had the thick cheese. But I thought, oh, well, I'll have the 2 instead. So I put under 2 pieces of bread, another 2 pieces of bread, and grilled those. Bought them out with sliced up onions on top, red onions, so nice strong onions. Nice strong onions. Sliced up a red onion, put that on the cheese and under the grill for, I don't know, a couple of minutes maximum, something like that. And it all melted. Out they come. Tomato sauce, tops on. Absolutely delicious. That's what I had for dinner last night when after the quiz show. Really enjoyed those, I tell you. But I should have only had 1. Actually, I don't know if 1 would have been enough. Maybe 1.5, but certainly not 2. You know, or not. That's not to be said that I didn't enjoy both of them, because I did very much indeed. So I had that for dinner last night. After our fun quiz last night. And then yesterday, my mate came round. Did he come? Now, why did he come round? No, yesterday I went for a walk. What did I go for? I went to the post box. I posted something off to one of you yesterday. And I rang up my mate while I was there. I said, what are you doing? He said, oh, not a lot. I said, well, it's raining now and I'm walking. I don't fancy going for a long walk in this rain, so I'll walk up to you. Now, when I say I walk up to him, that's 2 miles. Okay, so it's 2 miles there, about 2 miles there, and 2 miles back again. So that's a decent walk. You know, about what would you say, 45 minutes, half hour to get there, half hour to get back at a reasonable speed. So he said, yeah, come over. I said, well, I'll go the long way. So it allows me to have a little bit more exercise than I would do if I'd come direct. So I've gone the long way and I go over this bridge, which is like one of those suspended bridges. It's just a walking bridge, walking and bicycles. Okay, that's all you get on those bridges. No doubt there's some idiots that take up motorbikes and things like that on there. And just walking over this bridge, over the dual carriageway that comes into Bracknell. And there's a lot of cars back on that road now, aren't there? And as I said on the show yesterday, the driving is, gosh, I mean, it's worse than it was before. I don't understand why people are in such a blooming rush to get to places all the time. Rush, 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 rush. Beep, beep. All like that. Oh, Christ, get over yourselves. So I walked up to his house and had a cup of tea. And then we went to Pets Are Home. Pets Are Us? Pets Are Home. Oh, what's it called? The pet shop. You know, the chain of pet shops. We went there because he needed a load of cat food. And he's got I didn't have a mask with me, so he went in the shop, had his mask on there. Now, I've got something to show you about masks, which I found absolutely fascinating in the newspaper yesterday. So I'll be showing to you that throughout the course of the show today. So he went in and got his cat food, and then off we went. We came back to my house. And we fancied fish and chips again from that place. So I told you about the fish and chip shop, where they do halloumi burgers. But I didn't want to pay 24 quid. Right, because that's what it costs. If you order it with Deliveroo, give them their due. They're there. They're with you in 20 minutes. Very fast. Very impressed with the speed of Deliveroo. But last week we ordered cod and chips, which he had medium chips, and I ordered halloumi burger and medium chips, and it came to 24 quid, which I thought was a lot of money. On the other hand, it was delivered. And I said to him, well, I fancy halloumi burger and chips, but we can't walk in. You can't walk in and order something. You have to order it on the phone or on a app via Deliveroo. So we went on the Churchill's fish and chip website thing, and we looked up the prices. Well, if you go and collect it yourself, you know, order it from Churchill's, collect it yourself, it's 10 quid less. £14. He had cod and chips. I had a halloumi burger and chips. Now that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable. £14 instead of 24 via Deliveroo. And that's not all. That was with free delivery. How does that work then? So they've obviously got two price lists there. The price list where you order it and go and collect it, £14. Or the price lists where they do it with Deliveroo, 24 quid, which is too much to be spending on 2 lots of fish and blooming chips. Even if you go and sit in one of those, you wouldn't be paying that at the Trawler's Catch in Skegness. So I was quite pleased with that. So we ordered it on the internet thing, and then we drove around there. And my mate went in because he's the one who had the mask, and it's already paid for on the internet. You know, I think Apple Pay or something like that, and you just go and pick it up, and it's all ready. Anyway, brought it back here. Absolutely delicious. So that's what we had for lunch yesterday. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Now, have we got any suggestions for the Mick says so Deliveroo are robbing gits? Well, it sounds like it to me, Mick. Remember, of course, from their point of view, you are paying for a service. You know, £10 to deliver something does sound on the pricey side to me, but, you know, now I know. So I won't be ordering fish and chips from there again. And actually, it's not that far away from me, this particular shop. I could probably cycle there in 20 minutes and back in 20 minutes. And if it's in a bag, it'll still be warm in that time. All the little chips huddle up together in those packets, don't they? They huddle up together. The chips, they do. The chips huddle up together in the packet to keep warm. I'm sure they do. Morning to Paul and Lou. Wow. Blimey, thanks for joining us. God, dear me. Half an hour later, they rear their heads. Good morning to Paul and Lou. Hello to you two. Fiona sent some birthday present pictures for tomorrow's show. Thanks very much, Fiona. I'll have a little look at those. Home at Pets. Is that what? No, it's not called Home at Pets. Pets at Home. That's it, Fran. Pets at Home. That's the place, yeah. That's the place there. Kyle. Good morning, Kyle. Plays Sunday League local. We've got one game left and only need one frame to win. League could have happened at the worst time. I don't really do football, Kyle. I know lots of you do, so I'm glad your football's back. you know, because it's not much fun when you have something taken away like that, is it? Yeah. Have you seen Ozark on Netflix? What's that about, Dan? Ozark. Let me make a note of that. Ozark. I have seen it advertised. Is it in foreign? Is it in foreign or is it dubbed? I seem to be okay with dubbed stuff. I can't be doing with subtitles. Oh my God, no. You don't see the film. Just looking at the words all the time. I can't be doing with subtitles. Park Nest, morning. Any chocolate will do for baiting mouse traps. Thank you. Yeah, Cole likes the snooker as well. Won't be long, they'll allow us back. You'll have that old pole shoving around those balls on a table. Yeah, Michael Lawrence does that as well, don't you, Michael? Have you watched the Serenity film? Is that on Netflix, Fran? Serenity? Let's write these things down. I don't actually have a lot of time to watch. Well, I just get bored sitting there watching the same thing. That being said, Skyscraper had me hooked, as indeed had the excellent film Eurovision, also on Netflix. Hilarious, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and a lot of you have seen that now, so I'm pleased about that. How many duets has... Oh, no, not questions. Bits of music for me to play, John. What songs would you like me to play on the music round at the quiz? We want a list of songs. List of songs there. We're not very forthcoming with that one. Daniel, don't talk to me about Barbie. Cindy was far more naughty. Well, it depends what you dressed them in, Daniel. Did you have a little Cindy, did you, darling? What did you dress her in? Like lace knickers and little flimsy bras? Perv. Fiona, can you sing Iron Maiden? Bring your daughter to the slaughter. No! Don't think I'd be having a good... I'm all right with a bit of heavy metal, actually. Or soft metal. I don't mind about that. All right. Good. So that's the fish and chips there. We've done Barry's thing. Another DIY fail, I'm afraid, boys and girls. You remember I told you there was a little bit of wood sticking up at the back of my kitchen top, which appeared to me to be stuck down. Now, to stick it down, I also put in a temporary nail, you know, to hold it down while the glue sticks. Okay? And it appeared to be, I know I couldn't move it. I thought, well, okay, I'll pull out the nail. Well, I had great difficulty pulling out the nail. And eventually, when I pulled the nail up came the bit of wood again. Oh, Christ. I thought, no, it's not working, is it? Dear. And that, I mean, it couldn't be more simple than that, could it? It couldn't be more simple than sticking down a bit of wood and putting a nail in and pulling it out when it's set. Nope, up came the nail, which is still now stuck in the bit of wood, and up came the bit of wood as well, unstuck down. Useless. Absolutely useless. Good morning to Shania. Morning, Shania. 3 blind mice, that's a good one. Let's put that down, 3 blind mice. Suggestions for the music round, please, of songs. 3 blind mice. That's a good one there. I'll keep an eye on this. Led Zeppelin. Well, I wouldn't be able to do that. Name the intro. A good round. Did I do that at the Harpo's? Did I do that at Harpo's? I can't remember that one. Gosh. At least they Paul and Lou wasn't watching another channel. No, well, thank God for that. Let's have a look. Right. Okay, we'll scroll down there. Any new channels worth recommending? Yeah, there's Gary's British Talk Show. You can give that a go. I know some of you go across on there on the Tuesday night afterwards. There's my nephew's show. My nephew does do you mean live shows? Well, see, Gary does a live show. I don't know who else does live shows. Oh, there's some blonde girl. Dusty Blonde girl, she does a live show. These are not the same format as me. They tend to be lots of people in little chat boxes, like 6 or 7 video screens up, which is a little bit too... I can't really cope with that. It's too many people on the screen at the same time. Gary does it differently. He has himself in the corner or on the side, and he has like chat coming up on the side there. Gary does his that. We all do it differently. Mix Mowers, he has the chat boxes up there. And the blonde girl, is it Blonde Dusty or Dusty Blonde? She has chat boxes up as well with people in there. Someone has suggested, why don't I do it like that? No, because I wouldn't like it. I'd hate it. I'd absolutely hate it. People just all shouting at the same time. No, do my head in. 10 green bottles. That's a good one, Peter. 10 green bottles. Excellent. Meatloaf. Meatloaf, thank you. Meatloaf. One moment in time. Oh. One moment in time. La da da da. Oh, lovely song. Excellent. A round on hymns would be fine. Well, you see, I wouldn't have any problem with that. I'd be able to do that no problem, would I? I would never. I would be able to do that one. What else have we got there? Any more other suggestions? Magic moments. Da 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 da. These are great. Great suggestions here. Perry Como. Great suggestions here. You're going to help me out here, because I do sit there. I think, well, what can I do today? And I have, obviously, I have all my music on the computer. Files and files of thousands of songs, and I flick up and down. Oh, I don't know what ones to do, or what ones can I do. New York, New York. That's a good one. That's a good one as well. New York, New York. See, none of these that I've done. Sometimes you might get the same song come up, and again, that's been on the quiz 10 weeks ago. We're not bothered by that. We can do them twice. Things like that. Peter Wright has forgotten how to go live on YouTube. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it, Peter? Who wants to see you live on YouTube? Go on, be honest. Who wants to see you live on YouTube? God, I can't think of anything worse. By the way, Peter, have you got your computer sorted out now? I know you had trouble with that. Oh, Moon River. Andy Williams. Moon River. Oh, beautiful song. Dancing Queen. We've done Dancing Queen. We've done Sweet Caroline. I think we've done Sweet Caroline. Not sure. Neil Diamond, though. More Neil Diamond. I'm sure we've done Sweet Caroline. Never Gonna Give You Up. Never Gonna Give You... Gonna Give You Up. Give You Up. It just gives, something for other people to play with. You'll know your own tune, but that's it. My eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. No, don't know that one, or are you just making a comment generally about your life? I know another one. That's another one. There we are. Da, da. There we are. Oh, we're doing well now, because I want to get the music round ready for next week, because next week's quiz and the shows should, I hope, be coming from the caravan, from the Lincolnshire Television Studio Complex. Fingers crossed. Now, when I get there, if it all works out as I want it to work out, I'll be there very early Monday morning. It will require me to update the computers first, because we've got 3 or 4 months of updates, and I know there's a big one, so that has to be done on both computers. So we might be quite late on Monday, maybe even Monday night. So we'll just have to play that one by ear. Might not be here Monday morning, in which case we'll either do the raffle Monday night or the next day. All right, it doesn't matter though, does it? What's that? There's another one there. What else? Quartermaster Stores. Oh, is it? Oh, I can't remember that one. Seasons in the Sun. Great songs. These are brilliant. I knew you'd know. I knew you'd be able to help out with this one. Born Free. Have we done Born Free? We've done Born Free. We've done Born Free. I don't know what that means, Kyle. Under Pressure. Yeah. That's a good one. Just played the beginning of that one, Denise. Dun, 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 dun. Elvis. Fantastic. Oh, this is fantastic. You've made it so much easier for me. I sit there pulling my hair out, trying to think of what to do. ZZ Top. ZZ Top. There is one ZZ Top one that I can do. Actually, sure. Carpenters. Oh. When I go on, I can listen to the... Oh, I love her music. I have her whole album sometimes, play them on my Amazon device. Carpenters, there we are. Dolly Parton, yeah. Excellent there. Great. Well, thank you very much for all of those. Blue Monday. I might have trouble with that one. Moon Dance. I'll write it down on the Wheels on the Bus. Have we done Wheels on the Bus? Have we done Wheels on the Bus? We might have done Wheels on the Bus. Hang on. Let's write it down. We're on the bus. Two little boys. Dear old Rolf Harris, bless his heart. Whoever knew? Who knew about him? I am the beats. Oh, I am the beat. Da, 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 da. Right, that'll do us. We've got loads there. Thanks ever so much for those. I might ask you in another few weeks for some more ideas. Status quo there. I've done Rocket All Over the World, haven't I? So, what's that one there? In the army now. The army. Country music for Maureen. Good morning, Maureen. Country. I know the one. Yeah. Yeah, lovely. Fantastic. Da 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 da. Now, I'm happy. Might be able to do that one. That's quite a new one, isn't it? Jailhouse Rock. Jailhouse Rock. Wow. Rock. Pinball Wizard. Right, that'll do us. That'll do us now. We are the champions. Da 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 da. Yeah. Yeah. Lovely. Yeah, Ice Ice Baby. That's an easy one. Bum 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 bum. Ice Ice Baby. Excellent. Right, let's leave off there. We've done Summer Holiday, Denise. Last night we done Summer Holiday. Oh, maybe you didn't get it. Didn't you get that one? I think, if I remember rightly, it was either the very first one or the very last one. Summer Holiday. All right, lovely. Look at that. Fantastic. So I'll work through that, what I can or can't do on there. And that's been a great help, so we'll get on with that. Excellent. Thanks very much. I'm so... No Rolf Harris, says Dan Woodhouse. No Rolf Harris for Dan Woodhouse. Good. Excellent. Right, let's do some of these news stories today. Hedgehogs. Such cute little animals, don't you think? Little hedgehogs. Little hedgehogs. A little bit of a stroke there. Be very careful of the spikes. Not necessarily. In the Daily Mail, a 3-year-old girl was attacked by a hedgehog. I mean, what did it do? Roll itself up and throw itself at her? Like a snowball? Poor little 3-year-old girl was attacked by a hedgehog which bit her on the toe while she was asleep in her bedroom. Oh, my word. Elsie was sharing a bed with her mother, Chelsea, and suddenly woke up screaming and reaching for her right leg. The mother of 4 pulled back the covers to see what was wrong and saw a hedgehog clamped to the youngster's bleeding little toe. Poor little toe. Poor little girl. She said it was a quarter past. Why do they always put people's ages on here? You know that. I know, I understand children, but then they go, the 32-year-old. Why do we need to know? Have you noticed that? They always put someone's ages. Is that because they're trying to fill up the typeface or the page with words? I'm sure they are. That's the only reason I can think of. Anyway, it says it was 4:15 in the morning. My daughter Elsie was in bed with me and she woke up screaming and holding her leg. Poor little girl. In a blind panic, I grabbed the leg to find out what was wrong, and this hedgehog was hanging off her toe. I panicked because I didn't expect there to be a hedgehog. But how did that get in the house? I pushed it off her foot and it scarpered under the wardrobe. She phoned 111 for advice as she cleaned a small wound, and they thought she was joking. They said not to panic as the bleeding had stopped and to ring the doctor in the morning and get a tetanus shot, which she did. Wow. It says we all slept downstairs after that, and Elsie kept talking about the mean hedgehog. In the morning, she'll never like hedgehogs again, that girl, will she? That's sad. In the morning, I was trying to get my other 2 at school, and I was telling the teacher I was running late because of this hedgehog. I don't think they believed me. Since the attack on June the 22nd, Elsie's been on antibiotics, and the hedgehog is now at a local animal sanctuary. Wow. Well, I never knew that. I have a hedgehog comes in my garden, actually. Yeah, and not only a hedgehog, there are cats. I have a couple of cats come in my garden. There's a particular beautiful black cat that comes in, and it sits by my back kitchen door, right? But it won't come near you. If I open a door, it runs, jumps over the fence, and it's gone. But they don't seem to be aware if you're on the other side of the door, behind 2 pieces of of double glazing. You know, two pieces of glass. They don't seem to be aware, the cats or the hedgehogs. And I realise now it's watching the hedgehog. Now, I don't think cats would come off too well in a fight with a hedgehog somehow. But it sits there and waits for the hedgehog, because the hedgehog is, I think it's under a holly bush. I think that's where it's living. Or behind one of my water butts. The cat sits in front of the water butts. Because I saw the hedgehog the other night. It was literally outside my back door. And I'm just watching it. Its little face like that, looking around for something to eat. I've got these cat sticks. Like treat stick things. And I put a couple down sometimes. I'm not sure if it's the cat eating them. I'm putting them down for the hedgehog, really. But I have a feeling the cat might be having them some of the time as well. Lovely. Let's see. Clippity clippity clop on the stairs. A mouse lived in a windmill in it's old London. Yes, old. A windmill in old Amsterdam. Windmill in old Amsterdam. That one, isn't it? A mouse lived in a windmill in old Amsterdam. I saw a mouse. Where? There on the stairs. Supercalifragilistic. Yeah, they won't be able to spell that one, will they? Oh, you missed the quiz last night. Sorry, Denise. We'll get well soon, darling. Get well soon, my love, all right? You can always play it again later if you want to. I mean, you obviously won't be there with the chat box. But if you want to play it again, just go back on the YouTube and it's up there, all right, my love, for you to play. I'm not sure if it's up there yet because it was a long show. If it's a long show, YouTube tend to take about 24 hours to process the really long ones, which is why some of you are not finding these till much later. If you're an hour, it's okay, but there we are. Right, good. Mandy has hedgehogs and foxes in her garden. They're lovely little things, aren't they? Poor little thing. Master of the House, that's a good one. Master of the House, that's easy to play. Of the House. I can't believe how many songs I've got in now to work with. Thank you ever so much for that. That's much appreciated. Are you going travelling on Saturday? It seems to be a lot of people travelling on Saturday to their various holiday places and things like that. Do I think it's the right thing to be doing at this time? No, not really. Not sure we should all be travelling around yet, but nevertheless, it seems a lot of people are going to be doing this on a Saturday. I personally travel around at night. I like travelling around at night, and indeed, if I go to the caravan, I'll be leaving like 10 o'clock Sunday night. That's when I'll be going. You know, nice and easy, no traffic at all. The worst time you can travel is in the morning, I think, morning or afternoon. In particular, according to the Sun, on Saturday this week, which is the 4th of July. Millions of drivers will leave home this weekend for overnight stays as lockdown restrictions are eased, sparking fears of massive traffic jams. A poll by the RAC found 10 million British people planning to leave home on Super Saturday as hotels, holiday homes, caravan parks, bed and breakfast, pubs and restaurants across the country reopen on July 4th. Now listen, don't drive on Saturday morning. Don't try it. I think it's going to be possibly the worst travelling day we've ever seen in this country. It just gets better and better, doesn't it, this news? We do try and look at it in a light-hearted way, but I give it to you as it is in the papers, in the Sun. Cops, police forces are preparing for what is expected to be the busiest weekend on the roads this year, or perhaps for several years. Millions of people are planning to enjoy trips to other parts of the country. Most people will be using private cars with those windows done up tight rather than public transport. I mean, who's going to want to go on a train with loads of other people? You know, when I was watching Michael O'Leary on the telly this morning, his planes. I mean, you know what a Ryanair flight's like. You're all jammed together as tightly as possible. From his point of view, he does that so he can keep the fares as low as possible. I get that. Do I want to be on a plane like that, even when there's no virus? No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, it's you just got no space at all. It's awful. You know, it's quite safe on a Ryanair. Has a Ryanair plane ever crashed? I don't think so. Very safe. Very safe. He provides a cheap service. But, you know, for that cheap service, you will be squashed together like sardines for a number of hours, depending on where you're going, of course. The RAC spokesman said these figures suggest after 15 weeks of lockdown, a large proportion of drivers in England are desperate to reconnect with friends, family and indeed nature by staying overnight, be that in a house or camping or caravan site. Now, I'm quite lucky here. I've got the beautiful forest over there, loads of places to walk and cycle. I don't need to be going. That being said, I would like to see great nieces and nephews, but not travelling during the morning or a Sunday morning or anything like that. They reckon it will lead to some busy conditions on the road, with the locations of queues likely to be dependent on just how far people travel. Motorways and major A roads could end up taking the brunt of the traffic if people have longer distances to drive to see family or friends or to take their weekend break. So, I mean, I don't know if you're considering travelling on Sunday. I certainly don't recommend that. Possibly the worst day ever you could travel. So, see how you do that. Fiona, a bird hit my window last night. Read up the meaning of it. Scared me to death. Well, that's strange. Oh, I won't be reading up the meaning to that, Fiona. But I've had that a few times recently. More often than not. More often than usual, actually. Birds hitting the window. It's very strange. Oh, now I want to look it up. I didn't realise that meant something. Please don't tell me. I don't want to be frightened for the rest of the day. Thank you very much. Notice Jason Hughes hasn't commented for a while now. Probably off on another channel. So should we give him his raffle ticket, Jason Hughes? In the hope that he's not here. No, don't ask for raffle tickets. We're not doing them yet. Here, let's give him a raffle ticket quickly. Catch him out. 474. Jason Hughes, 474. We'll just do that one for now. 474. Let's see if he's paying attention, right? Jason Hughes, 474. I'll keep the other one for someone later. Peter reckons it'll be a total disaster on the road. I think you're going to be right. Mick, don't be going through Leicestershire. They won't let you out. Police are doing roadblocks. Yep. Rachel loves night drives. You see more like wildlife. Well, not if it's pitch black, Rachel. What do you do? Have a torch out your window, my love. I know what you mean. It's wonderful travelling around at night. There's no, you might get caught up, unfortunately, in a road work, because some of the road works they do on the really main roads, they do at night. I think you usually got like a 9 or 10 o'clock start. So if you can get on that road by 9 or 10, or midnight sometimes. I know the A1M, where I travel up to go up to the caravan. It's the main. It's a nice road. It's a nice road, that is, especially when it opens up. It opens right up to about 5 lanes. A wonderful road to drive on, that one, actually. It's not boring at all. You go through some lovely little places. There's always something to look at. The M1, most boring road in the world. God, that's boring, that road. The M1. There's nothing to see. The A1M, I quite like that. And generally, when I was travelling, when I was working on Monday night, that's when I would travel up there, you see. And 12 o'clock would come, and there'd be this part of the A1 that they would close and work, doing their widening business. And I would never quite make it. It didn't matter how fast I went. It was always like a couple of minutes too late and the blooming thing's closed. And then you have to go right around through like a newish building development. I don't know where it was I went, actually. Okay. No, you can't have 475. No, we're only doing Jason Hughes one. If Mick Davenport favouritism. No, if you were paying attention earlier, Mick, you'd know why I did that. I'm not going to repeat myself, dear. Another one not paying attention there. Mick Davenport, not paying attention. Oh, look at his little angry face. Remember your heart, Mick. We don't want to come visiting you in hospital. In fact, I won't. Oh, he's got it. Oh, how disappointing. He was there. Oh, I am disappointed. Jason Hughes is paying attention after all. How disappointing. I will catch you out, Jason. On other channels. And then he was blaming my nephew last night for telling me. I never said it was my nephew. You've made that up in your own head. I've got spies everywhere, you know. They're always watching. And what you did to yourself last night, oh my God. Don't even dare say. I wouldn't mention it on this programme. I never knew you liked things like that, Jason. Disgusting. Scrolling up a little bit. Delilah. That's a good one. Delilah. We're still on the songs there as well, aren't we? Excellent. Oh, it's fantastic. Thank you so much. Squirrels and Bats. Squirrels and Bats. House of the Rising Sun. Yep. Yeah. Oh, well. Let's scroll down a little bit there. Good. Excellent. There we are. Good. Rules are rules. They are, McDavenport. Then the rules are, I decide the rules. So shut up. We're trying to... Oh, I'm not even going to go there. Adam the plumber. If you hang something on the window normally, if you don't have net curtains up at the window, a bird flies because it says that it's the reflection of the sky. Is that why? Yeah, well, it didn't used to happen before. It's the last... I think it's happened about 2 or 3 times this year so far. A poor little bird has tried to fly into the house. Perhaps they just want to come and see me. That's what it is. No, I can't say, Jason. I can't say, Fiona. I have spies everywhere, and he's been on other channels at the same time as I'm doing my show, not paying full attention here. So I sent out my spies, but they came up with some very, very interesting information, Fiona. No, I can't. I cannot say it. I cannot say what he was doing to himself. No, horses wouldn't draw it from me. A £50 super chat would. Oh dear. Another story here, gang. Now I want to show you this. You know we don't really do serious on this channel, not too much, but this is, I do interesting, and you're gonna be fascinated by this. Okay, let me bring up the story here. This whole business with face masks. Some of you probably wear them as a matter of course now. If I'm going into a shop, I will not go in without a face mask on. End of story. It would be, of course, on buses and trains, you have to wear them now anyway, right? But if I'm going in an enclosed space, or I know I'm going to be close to people, on with the face mask. How good are they at stopping stuff coming in? Because there's this absolutely fascinating selection of pictures today in some of the newspapers. I don't think they're copywritten, so the pictures appear to have come from a bloke called Dr. Richard Davis from Sacred Heart Medical something or other, both of them. All right, so I don't think they're copywritten pictures, so I think I can show you these. And it says in the Sun today, the Sun's take on all the papers have got this. The Sun's take on it. Shocking new pictures have shown how important it is to wear masks in the coronavirus virus pandemic. Now we're always told, I think we've been told, that they're not 100% masks. I don't think they are, or I understood they weren't 100%. Okay? Now we're talking of medical grade masks, not something that you've made from a piece of cloth, pretty though it might be, like the United Kingdom talk face masks, that we had a few of those that my lovely sister made, beautiful things, but they're not medical grade. You know, it's like putting up a wire fence to stop mosquitoes coming into your house. The holes are too big. That's just how it is, right? A way to check how good they are is to hold them up against the light. The more light you can see coming in, the least effective they are, right? Similar, you know, if I was to hold up all these bits of paper, right, well, I can't see any light coming in, so that would be a great barrier. Similarly, there's no air, so you'd probably suffocate to death instead. Take your pick. All right? It says in the Sun, shocking new pictures have shown how important it is to wear masks amid the coronavirus pandemic. Face masks have been hotly debated during coronavirus pandemic, as many people have questioned how important they are at preventing infection. In the UK, it's mandatory to wear a face mask or covering on public transport, and the government also advises that you should wear them in places where it's not possible to distance yourself for others. One microbiologist has highlighted the importance of face masks with a grim set of photos which prove how vital they are against the pandemic. Right? I don't really need to read you the rest of the story. Have a look at this. Have a look at that. You see how important they are there. Look at one sneeze. So on the left-hand side, we've got the pictures there of people that didn't have a mask on. Okay? So one sneeze, look at the droplets that little Petri dish thing has picked up and converted into bacteria. Not necessarily coronavirus, just stuff coming out of one sneeze. On the right-hand side, are the Petri dishes in the same place at the same time, but they had a mask over them. Look at that. You can just about see two lines. Now, I don't know if the two lines on the right-hand side are bits of bacteria, virus, or whether it's just the scraping action that someone has done with a cotton bud when they put the stuff on, sort of thing, you know. Singing. Singing doesn't look too bad, does it? Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look as bad as what I thought they were talking about, because they've stopped all the singing. Karaoke night. So the sneeze is clearly the worst one there. Talking. Well, the talking is about the same as the singing, isn't it? And again, hardly anything on the right-hand side. Yeah, I think those black lines are probably where something's been dragged over it, like a cotton bud or whatever it is they use to put viruses on there or pick them up, however it works, how they've done there. Two coughs. Again, quite a lot there. Just two coughs. On the right-hand side, barely anything. But clearly, it's the sneezing that's the worst thing on there. Is that interesting? And there's another picture here which shows you the distance. Now, we're always talking about 2 meters or 1 meter. Now, check this again. Mask, they've swapped it around on this one. So mask on the left, no mask on the right. So at a distance of 2 meters, there's still quite a lot there, isn't there? Or is it, that might be 2 feet actually. Doesn't that little one mean feet? I've got a feeling that means feet. Could mean feet or meters. But whatever it is, I think 2. Look, with the mask, nothing. Not a thing. 4, okay, less with no mask. Nothing on the other one. And at 6, I would say that was feet rather than meters. Because where they put that little 1... hang on, let me just have a quick look at the story. Does it say there? One, they've got the sneezing, they've got the mask. No, they are meters. They are meters. They are meters, okay? So 2 meters at the top there. How interesting is that? And that just brings it home to you, doesn't it? You want to wear a mask. You absolutely want to wear a mask. And at 6 feet, hardly anything with the mask or without. Just a little bit with a mask there at 6 meters there. So absolutely fascinating there, and I think well worth wearing a mask, don't you think? Well worth wearing a mask. You see the difference that makes. So get yourselves one. Doesn't matter what it costs. Get yourself a nice medical grade one. All right. There we go. Now, do you like virtual reality? Has anyone done one of those virtual reality things where you got that great big thing on your face? They did the Fallon in Dynasty. Anyone who watches Dynasty, she was using it on one of her episodes. It was hilarious. Because you can, in America, you probably do it here as well. You can go to an estate agent's, right? Sit in an estate agent, or they come round to you probably at this point. I would doubt very much you'll be allowed to go and sit in an estate agent. And you can have virtual tours of people's houses. I mean, they do it on the internet as well. You go on Rightmove or something like that now, and you can have virtual tours of houses and flats and places like that you're looking at. It's really interesting. Don't need to leave the house. So you've got this thing on, but some of them do the virtual ones with the VR headsets on, and they move around. Oh, that's a nice wall over there. Oh, let's go out into the garden. You go out into the garden. Very good. The only thing is, these things, I've never had one on myself. Right? They're a bit big and cumbersome, aren't they? They're worse. They're a bit like this, but bigger. You know, it's the wrong way round, isn't it? Bit like this, but bigger, aren't they? Well, they've got a thin one out, which is almost like a pair of glasses. Again, in the Sun today, in the technology section, Facebook's Reality Labs and Oculus. Oculus are the people that wear the big has anyone done the virtual reality thing? Have you tried any of these things on? Maybe one or two of you have got one of these, have you? Facebook's Reality Labs and its Oculus virtual reality brand have been working on the thinnest VR headset to date. That's the thing, VR, right? The wearable gadget looks more like a pair of simple glasses than the more common chunky headsets on the market. The glasses are the proof of concept stage, but they still look pretty cool. I must show you a picture of this. I mean, these would be reasonably comfortable to wear. And I think, there you go, that's the picture of that. Look at those. They're more like a pair of glasses, aren't they? I suppose they're probably little LED screens on it. Same thing as what we got on the photo on the mobile phones. The glasses are at the proof of concept stage, but they look pretty cool. Facebook has showed off the design on its research blog. Here's the thing. It describes how the glasses create holographics with flat films. You know, so perhaps this show at some point, I may be a hologram. I may be able to appear in your home and sit down next to you, eating breakfast, or at least sitting there while you're eating breakfast. Would that be a nice thing for you, Mick Davenport? You know, you get down the stairs, you know, munching away on your toast, and there I appear to sit opposite you. Chuck it up. And then it gets a little bit complicated with technological stuff there. But it's interesting that. Has anyone done virtual reality? That's the question I want to ask yourself today. Have any of you done the virtual reality thing? I'd like to have a go. I think at Haven Holidays, if I remember rightly, in their sort of area where they have all the fruit machines and all that, you could pay, I think it was something like £10 for 5 minutes to have one of these things put on you and whatever it does. It sounds quite good, though. Sounds quite good there. Morning to John Glazebrook. Morning, John. Bit late today. Working late last night. As we noticed, you not making an appearance at the quiz night last night, John. Rude. Will you be playing my quiz night in your pub for people to play? You can do that if you want to, John. No charge, darling. Free of charge, lovey. No charge. Free of charge, darling. Where else are we now? Anyone talking about the VR? No, no one's... Oh, yes. Rachel's got a VR headset with her PlayStation 4. Is it good, Rachel? I bet it's really good, is it? Are they very expensive? I wonder if my nephew's got one, actually. I wonder if he's got there. Morning to Christopher Woodhouse. Morning, Chris. Nice and sunny where Jason is. He's already at Greg's. What shall I have today? Well, have you got time? Have you got time to go into Greg's and be on several channels at the same time? Fran wears her United Kingdom Talk mask with 2 non-woven swabs underneath it. That should do ya. Hold my breath when passing by. Yeah, I do that. Does anyone now, if you've not got a mask on, right, when someone passes by you, do you hold your breath? I do that. I do that. I'm like, and you up, and you up. When you're gasping for breath as they gone past, especially with joggers. There's a lot of joggers over the forest. I used to jog over there before I had trouble with my knees. And some of the old boys over there. Some of the youngsters go past. I think sometimes they see me look at them in a funny way. Like that. And then they give me a filthy look. Well, you can look, can't you? God's sake, man. Let's have a look there. John's been busy doing emails. Fair enough. John's been doing the emails there. On the subject of breakfasts and things like that, and I mentioned to Mick there, where is my story there? Where is it? Certain breakfasts are dying out, boys and girls. How sad is this? In this morning's Metro, porridge and boiled eggs are dying out as young people ditch traditional breakfast. I wonder what they're having. They're probably having those breakfast bars, aren't they? I mean, oh no. It's not a breakfast, is it? You get this bar and take off the wrapper and that's your breakfast? No, dear, no. Traditional breakfast items such as black pudding. Oh no. I bet some of you like that. Fried blood. How disgusting. Boiled eggs and some cereals are becoming less popular, according to a new study. A host of classic breakfast items which could die out within a generation, say the study authors, with 57% of young British people never even having heard of kedgeree. Well, I've never heard of kedgeree. What the hell is that? Kedgeree? Never heard of it. 50% having never eaten black pudding. Oh, me neither. No, thank you. It's boiled pig's blood, isn't it? Oh, it's disgusting. Over half of the nation's under 35-year-olds are moving away from traditional breakfast and more in favour of more modern choices. According to the poll, 18% are more likely to be seen knocking up a plate of cloud eggs. What are they? Cloud eggs, a cronut, which apparently is a cross between a donut and a croissant, and also a popular millennial and Generation Z breakfast choice, 14%, is avocado, 25%, shakshuka, 10%, or a breakfast burrito, 16%. Well, I don't know what any of these are. Even the classic full English could also be in decline, as 1 in 5 of those polled preferred a vegetarian or vegan alternative. Well, I'll have a vegan fried breakfast sometimes. You know, Quorn or Linda McCartney's sausages, baked beans, bit of toast perhaps, or fried bread. Lovely. Very rare that I do it. British breakfasts at a dine out, kippers, half a grapefruit, marmalade. Oh, talking of grapefruit, when I say grapefruit, I can't have grapefruit. That affects my tablets. It's one thing. It's only one thing. One thing I'm not supposed to have is grapefruit. In fact, it stopped my tablets working. Funny, innit? Which I've rough had. Also dine out, marmalade. Oh! Marmalade on toast. Yes, please. Black pudding, a bowl of muesli, that's dine out, a bowl of bran flakes, fried bread, boiled eggs and soldiers. Oh, mummy! Boiled eggs and soldiers for you today, Christopher. Yes. Bowl of cornflakes, porridge, margarine, dine out, raspberry jam, a traditional fry-up and strawberry jam. All these people to dine out. Do you still have something like that? Spicy sauces could overtake the classic brown sauce in popularity. As 4 in 10 millennials... Oh, it's always them, innit? The millennials. Oh, God, they get on my nerves, dear. Keep back. Please, if you're a millennial, don't ever come up and talk to me. I have no time for you, my darlings. I'm sorry. You're just boring. Boring. No sense of humour at all. They prefer to add a kick to their breakfast with hot sauce. Now, I don't think I'd like... Now, I quite like spicy food, I must admit, but hot sauce for breakfast? No. Not doing it for me, I'm afraid. Rice and smoked fish, says Joe. Don't know that one. The Weetabix drink. It made me feel sick. I don't know that one. I don't know that one. Mick, you're being very silly this morning. You will be timed out if this carries on, my darling, as punishment. Because I don't think that Mandy's pain and suffering is going to be enough for you today. Thank you, Mandy, for being there at all times. Mandy likes a bit of black pudding. Okay, fair enough. Mandy likes a little bit like that. Anyone else? Fran, oh, did you get one of our masks, Fran? I can't remember. Was made by your lovely sister and bought, thankfully, by Sean. I don't remember, to be honest, Fran. It's a while ago now. The virologist on radio said just wash and rinse. Microwave kills everything. Yeah, but surely if you put an item of clothing in microwave, doesn't it catch light? I've seen that. I've seen people drying things in microwaves like cats. Please don't put your pets in microwaves to dry them after a bath. Not a good idea, my love. Not a good idea at all. Rachel doesn't eat breakfast at all. Peter Wright, dog cheese and hedgehog toast. Don't know that really. Good morning to Andrew Robbins. Morning, Andrew. Andrew has been having Red Bull for breakfast. Oh, that's not good, Andrew. Your teeth will all fall out. Mind you, if you want to be on the Jeremy Kyle show, keep drinking it, my love. Oh, it's not on anymore, is it? All right. Dog cheese and hedgehog toast. John, call him millennial. I don't like millennials. That's offensive. Well, let me be offensive then. Don't like millennials, John. Don't like them. Pedigree is rice and smoked haddock. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I didn't know that. No, it doesn't sound very nice to me. Doesn't sound nice to me at all. Anyway, talking of microwaves, there's a story in the Sun. Story in the Sun. A mysterious... hang on. Strange and mysterious music. Strange and mysterious music. Those cameras are changing on their own this morning. Changing on their own. Strange, very strange and mysterious, boys and girls. A mysterious spike in radiation levels has been detected over Northern Europe and no one has claimed responsibility. What is this mysterious spike in radiation? It says several European authorities have revealed readings of an increase in human-made radioactive particles in the atmosphere. Oh, Christ. Something else for us to worry about now. So we got the virus at the moment, the race riots, and now a spike in radiation. It's all over, dear. We won't be here tomorrow. The world ends today at midday. I should be in the forest having my walk at the time, I think. It says several European authorities have revealed readings of an increase in these particles. Fortunately, the levels of radiation are thought to be harmless to humans. But they always say that, don't they? Nothing to worry about. Everyone carry on. There we are. Blisters coming up all over us. No, nothing wrong there. It says, however, they're still large enough to be picked up by radiation monitoring sensors across the continent. I need one of those. Where can I get one of those from? I want a radiation monitoring sensor immediately. The levels measured are so low that they pose no danger to the people or the environment. They say that, don't they? Oh, nothing to worry about. Like the bloke on the Titanic. Nothing to worry about. Please carry on, everyone. Down it went. Ding, 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 ding. When they pull that thing around. What's that thing called? Yeah, they got that thing on ships, haven't they? They put it ding, 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 ding. It rings bells. I like a bit of bell ringing, don't you? There's those miserable people from cities and that, and they move to a village in the country, right? They're there, and then the first Sunday comes around. Oh, what are all these bells? Oh, we don't like it. Well, move back out then, back to your town and your city then. People moaning all the time. It goes on that this showed the possible reason for the anomaly could be Finland, Denmark, Norway, or Russia. Could it be Russia? But they don't know what it was. These isotopes, there's a great word, isotope. These isotopes are most likely from a civil source. We are able to indicate the likely region of the source, but it's outside the CTBTO's mandate. What does that mean? I don't know. To identify the exact origin. So I wonder what it is. Some are pointing the finger at Russia's direction from a nuclear power station there. Ooh. There you are, something else to worry about. Nuclear radiotopes coming down from the sky, boys and girls. Put up your umbrellas immediately. Oh dear. Sorry, Mick, you're now going to be timed out. We can't have it any longer. User going into timeout. There you go. Anyone else want to be timed out? Just carry on mucking around. Timed out for 5 minutes. Let's do the raffle tickets now during the timeout, shall we? You could put the Know You What in the garden, Chris, and do a competition of Spot the Chris. I quite like the idea of that. Spot the Chris. John likes pedigree. It's delicious. Smoked haddock, rice, boiled eggs and curry powder. Oh, no. What, in morning? Curry powder in the morning? No. No, 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 no. Not liking the idea of that. Not liking all that at all, I'm afraid, boys and girls. Now, is this, we'll do the song after this, is this too much of an age gap? Right? As you know, I don't really fancy anyone at my age, sort of around about 35 would do me. 35, so what's that, 35? 20-year difference there. But what about this? 60 and 21. What do you reckon? Pam, who's 60, from Oklahoma. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the rain. That one. Pam, from Oklahoma, has lost friends who said she needed therapy after she introduced them to her husband-to-be, Jonathan. 21. Dirty old cow. You want to see a picture of him? He's very good looking, actually. Very good look. 21, hang on. There you go. 21, look. Look at her. How old is she? Blimey. She's 60. He's 21. I think there's money involved. Good luck to her. A gran who moved her toy boy fiance into her home after a week of dating, just a week, has revealed how she lost friends and told she needed therapy. Miserable people. Miserable people. What right have people got to criticise who you're with? I've had that before. I've had that before many times. Oh, you're not with them, are you? Oh, I don't like that. Or how about this one? Oh, we don't mind that you're gay, Chris, but we don't want to see it on the Facebook. I've had that before. Pam was left devastated by the reaction to husband-to-be Jonathan, who is 21. She's 60. The besotted couple from Oklahoma have ignored the scathing comments about their relationship, including cruel jibes that Jonathan is young enough to be Pam's boyfriend. Who's Pam then? Who's Pam? Pam 60. Hang on a minute, let me just read that again. Is that bad writing there? That don't make sense, does it? That they met on the dating app site Badoo. Oh, perhaps I need to go on that one next. In February 2018, have been inseparable since, with Pam, a counsellor, saying she doesn't care what people think and they have great. Oh, that's what it's all about, is it, my love? She told The Sun online, Jonathan is the love of my life and I don't care what anything thinks. Do you think this is too much of an age gap, boys and girls? What do you think? What do you think? Pam said John had his age of 21 on his bio, but when she met him, he didn't look a day over 20. But she was undeterred, as she always has fancied younger guys since she was in her 30s. I know what you mean, my love. I know what you mean. As they talked, although 21 for me, that would be too young for me. About 30, 35. 32-ish, 32-ish to 35. See, because that was my favourite age to be, 32. That was my favourite age. And I'm almost double then. Pam said the revelation left her hesitant, as she was a gran with two daughters, aged 32 and 34, but Jonathan reassured her that he wanted to be with an older woman. Oh, there's another photo here. He looks different in this one. Do you want to see the other one? Do you want to see the other one? 1 minute. Let's have a look now. Where are we at? There we are. Okay, where we are. Yeah, another photo. What do you reckon? Does that look all right? Now, his eyes tell me that he's quite genuine. I could be wrong. What do you think? Look at his eyes. Look at people's eyes to tell you whether or not they're genuine. Have a look at my eyes. Am I genuine? They look quite happy, don't they? He looks very happy. I don't know. I think that's a bit of too much of an age group, really. After their first date, the pair video chatted every day. Jonathan lived 900 miles away in Minnesota. But I've got a friend there, Millie in Minnesota, motorised Millie in Minnesota. She's a lovely lady. But a week later, he travelled to meet Pam. They realised they were falling in love. Oh. The couple went on a sightseeing tour, and Pam said they received dirty looks from strangers, and she overheard a woman telling her friends that they were disgusting, which upset her. What an awful thing to do, aren't they? Why don't people mind their own blooming business? Do you know what I mean? You see it on the Facebook a lot, don't you? You see it on there. Oh, bless. And there's some various more pictures. So what do you reckon, gang? No, I quite like that. I quite like that story. What do you think? Ronnie G, even 33. Ronnie G. Is that Ronnie? My mate Ronnie? Good God, don't say you've turned up on the channel this morning. Really? Well, I'm shocked and horrified. Shocked and horrified there. Ronnie says, I can give your ticket to charity. Have we got any charity people here? Ronnie G, you can have the ticket. We're not doing the tickets yet, though. All right. There you go. Mandy, see, Mandy agrees with me. He bought it on himself. We can't have one person taking over the chat box like that. It's unfair to other people. On and on he went. On and on. Give it a bleeding rest. I say, it'll be back shortly. It's not banned. No one gets banned. Very, very, very rare for people. You've got to be really naughty to be banned on this channel. Really naughty. Everyone's allowed their own opinions, but no one's allowed to take over the chat box from everyone else. Brenda, oh no, Brenda Lee's there as well now. Okay, fair enough. Now you're being insolent. Time out for Brenda Lee, 5 minutes. This can go on all day if you want it to. There we are. Time out for Brenda Lee. He's gone as well now. It's the same person. Brenda Lee is Mick Davenport. Punishment has to be dished out. I'm afraid the usual Mandy Davenport punishment. Oh, shit. She missed the first 2 times then. Be a good person. Are you doing the earth today, Ronnie? That's my mate there, Ronnie. Okay. I told him about the fish and chips. 10 quid cheaper to go and collect it yourself. Wouldn't even use that in petrol, would you? Eh? Are we doing the earth today, Ronnie? If so, I'll walk up after the show and we can do that. I'm wondering, Ronnie's got a load of earth to give away, big pot. Is that pot liftable? And if so, could I have it here? Because if it's full of bulbs and things, I'd just like to kind of put that in the communal area and it can grow. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Would you be happy to do that? Or I could bring my car. Oh, hang on, I've got stuff in the back now. Yeah, hang on, that pot, it'd probably go in the back, actually. Would you be happy? Would you want me to bring my car for that or what? Please let me know, thank you. Denise, Brenda's, let's have a look. Park Nest, as long as they're happy, says Park Nest. I think so. I'm not on my perch, Ronnie. Ronnie says I judge people. That is a lie. That is a barefaced lie. Daniel says they're both adults. Leave them alone. 21 and 60. There we go. Mix here in spirit. Marmalade on toast for Fran Green. Lovely. Salad cream on toast. Oh, no. Special K cereal. Yep. Scottish porridge oats. When we're on holiday, full English breakfast without bacon, fried slice, munions and black pudding. Not black pudding. No, thank you very much. She doesn't look 60. No. Oh, I don't know about that, actually. I think she does look 60. She does look 60 there. Okay. Dave Holland. Good morning, Dave. Morning, Dave. Morning to you, Dave. Joe Woodruff. Her magnet has arrived. Excellent, Joe. Very pleased. See? 2 days. Normally it's 2 days. But as I say, some people are waiting for their stuff for like 2 weeks for some reason. Or more. And I don't know why that is. Right. We're going to do a song now, boys and girls. Because... let's just type that in and find a version. I have been paid again to sing today by the delightful Claire. I hope you're still with us, Claire. I haven't bored you to tears too much yet. Do you know, I'm dying for a wee. I think we're going to have to wrap up soon. I've got another 5 stories to do yet, though. Oh, puppy love and piano. Let's see if we can find a version for that. Paul Anka, really? I may earn a commission when you use one of my links. Let's have a look. That's not the Paul Anka, is it? I wonder. If so, I bet not use his one. I don't think it is. It's another one, dear. Oh, that's a bit morbid, that version. Let's see if I can find another one. Oh, who's this flying here? Miranda's own Willoughby. Oh, a little disabled lady. Let's just try this. No, don't like that version. Sorry, my love. Mark K. Is he a professional? You have to be careful not to use any professional ones because... that's the one. That's the one. And they called it Poppy Love. Oh, Dave Holland has just sent me something. Okay, I'll check that in a moment. I won't go from about. Are you at? Oh, Ronnie, how lucky! How lucky you're here. You're here when I'm going to sing my song. Mick Davenport's back. Please welcome back to the channel, Mr. Mick Davenport, behaving himself. Welcome back. Just to let you know, Mick, as you well know, we don't hold grudges. Once it's done, it's done. We move on, darling. We move on. 39 million people watching this show this morning, Ronnie. 39. How many watching you? Anyone at all? No. By the way, do you like the pineapple jacket? Do you like that? Right. Okay, here we go then. Puppy. Oh, I haven't got the words up yet. Hang on. Puppy love. I hope I can do the... What key is this in? Might be a little bit too high. I might have to drop it a little bit. One moment. There's the lyrics. Puppy love, puppy love. Oh, it was. I didn't know it was written by Paul Anka. Did you know that? It wasn't Donny Osmond wrote it. Well, I didn't know that. There's a new thing every day that you learn, isn't it? Right. Let's have a listen to that key again. That's all right. Right, here we go. Are you ready, Claire? Claire, this is just for Claire. She has paid for me to sing this morning. So here we go with Puppy Love, with accompaniment by Mark Cameron. And they called it Puppy Love. Oh, I guess they'll never know how a young heart really feels, and why I love her so. And they called it Puppy Love, just because we're in our teens. To them, please tell them it isn't fair to take away my only dream. I cry each night, my tears for you. My tears are all in vain. I hope and I pray that maybe someday you'll be back in my arms once again. And they called it Puppy Love. Someone help me please. How can I tell them this is not a puppy love? Oh, right, okay, just the one verse. There you go. Puppy Love there, as sung particularly for Claire this morning. Thank you, Claire. Donny Osmond, those were the days. Used to listen to it every morning before I went to school, singing along with you. I'm glad you were, Claire. I thought there might have been another verse there. I hope that version was all right for you. Fiona's going to check on her cat. She thinks it's crying. Very good. My mate seems to have disappeared now. I don't know why that is. Michael Podman's ears are bleeding. Or be careful. That's one of the things that the virus can do to you. Gee, you want to have that checked out, Michael? John's got Puppy Love on 7-inch vinyl. Have you really? Did you enjoy my singing then, Mick? I'm so glad you did. There we are. Poor and Lou's sound has stopped working. What a shame. What a shame. Parkness used to go out with a girl, but it was only puppy love. She'd lick my ears and snick. Oh no, please don't go there, darling. All right, let's do another story, gang. All right, let's have a sings every day. I don't sing every day. Only if people send super chats. That's you have to pay for a song. They're not free, I'm afraid, unless I decide to do one, darling. Super chats equal songs, but only 2 per show. Please, no more than that. It's Peter arrived. Morning to Peter Paliwoda. My dog's refused his breakfast. Gone under the stairs howling. No, that was me singing, darling. Morning, Peter. How's your back? Waitrose news, boys and girls. Who goes to Waitrose? Anyone go to Waitrose? Well, here's the news, gang. Chlorinated chicken. I know you can't all wait to get some of that. All coming over from America soon. Thank you, Donald Trump, for another wonderful thing. Chlorinated chicken. I mean, it just sounds vile, doesn't it? The reason the chlorination is happening there is because the chickens over there, if you're not worried about animal welfare, go and buy yourself some. The animals have such bad animal welfares in some parts of America that they grow all sorts of terrible diseases. And that's why it's chlorinated, to kill the bugs on there, because they haven't been looked after properly. It's disgusting. I honestly don't know how anyone can eat a chicken that's been brought up in those tiny little cages and have the most dreadful life. If you haven't, you are not an animal lover. You come with these people that come and say, oh, we love animals, and then they go and buy a factory farmed chicken. Well, you're not an animal lover then, are you? It says Waitrose has vowed never to sell chlorinated washed chicken or hormone-injected beef if the UK strikes a post-Brexit deal with America. Fears have been raised in the metro over food products produced under lower welfare and hygiene standards making their way across the pond now Britain has left the European Union. Earlier this month, Trade Secretary Liz Truss told MPs food standards would not be compromised for the sake of a trade deal, but Boris had previously played down criticisms of chlorine washing, claimed the process is used by EU farmers to treat vegetables, and that's the best way to tackle salmonella. Well, maybe it has. Maybe it has. But what about the life of the animal? I mean, it's a bit different when it comes to vegetables, isn't it? Eh? The EU said it's not worried about chlorine itself, but the technique could be used to compromise for other poor hygiene practices. So there you go. If you don't want chlorinated chicken, Waitrose is the first one out of the race in there, and told you won't be able to get it from their stores. Good. They're quite well known for animal welfare, aren't they? Waitrose. I used to do all my shopping in Waitrose, I won't lie to you. I now do most of it in Lidl at the moment, Lidl or Aldi. Lidl, simply because Aldi's the nearest one to me. That's why I used to do all my shopping until the virus. I found Aldi is always busier than Lidl. There's a Lidl in Crowthorne that me and my mate used to go to on a Friday night. We go in there, sometimes we're the only people in there. 9:30 on a Friday night. Brilliant. That's what you want. No contact with people. No people sneezing, even with our masks on. Still keep that distance. Very, very important. Okay. Roy the Boy's turned up. Morning, Roy the Boy. Morning to you, sir. Welcome along to the show there. Park Nest, if you want a chlorinated chicken, just chuck it in the swimming pool. Oh, I suppose I'm chlorinated, aren't I, really, when I go swimming? I am a chlorinated television host and popular presenter. Is that me? With 33 million viewers. We've lost people today, boys and girls. We've lost people. Morning to Scott Walker. Hello to you. Actually, just a moment. I may have some photos to send you. I'm just waiting for a reply from someone. Let's see if he's replied yet. No, he hasn't. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you very much to Dave Holland, who sent in an email informing me that Casualty, here you go, Fiona. No, not Fiona. Fran and Mandy, you all want to know this. Casualty has reappeared on one of the BBC schedules for July the 11th. Saturday, July the 11th. It says on here, Casualty at 2025. Okay? So I think it's coming back in a couple of weeks. So we got Saturday the 11th of July, which is Saturday week. Looks like Casualty's back on the BBC One schedule. All right, thanks very much to Dave Holland for sending in that piece of news that he found there. If you ever got any little bits of news or anything like that, photos you want to show, videos, please send, a video by a file rather than a link to YouTube. That makes it quite difficult, or indeed Facebook as well. I've said before, I rarely use the Facebook Messenger now. I just don't go on it. It's come off my phone. I don't use it. If you want anything to do with the show, please send an email and I'll deal with it there. All right. Also, our bingo. We can add a couple of people to the bingo at the moment. We added someone yesterday Jane. So good morning to you, Jane. If you're with us today, you'll be with us live on the bingo and be able to play. If you want to play the bingo and you're not on the system, send us an email to that address there and I'll add you onto the system. Make sure you do it before Sunday, okay? Fiona loves Casualty. Yes. Mandy was missing it. I love it. Love Casualty. Wonderful. Parkness, the nearest Waitrose to me is the one at Hartsam More Services. Yeah, some of them have got the, I think, what they belong part of the Shell garages, aren't they? Sometimes you'll find a little Waitrose at the Shell garages. Always top quality food in there. But as I say, I use Lidl or Aldi. You know, if Aldi's quiet, sometimes we drive past Aldi first. If there's too many in there, we just carry on. It's not worth the risk there. Okay. Right, another story here. How much for a kebab? How much for a kebab, boys and girls? In the Daily Star this week, a Turkey beach bar charges tourists £43 for kebabs and 65 quid to swim in the sea. This is in Turkey. Not all of Turkey, of course. The papers have obviously found a tiny little part of the beach where this happens. But nevertheless, in the Daily Star, tourists had to fork out a fortune for kebabs at a hotel beach bar in Bodrum, Turkey. I don't really know that Bodrum. Is that a particularly high-class area? I don't know. Local media reports claim that some are even being charged to take a dip in the sea. It says, if you bag a cheap flight, you might not be able to avoid being stuck with expensive food, drinks and activities when you arrive at your destination. You see the secret. The secret to going on holiday and eating cheaply is to find where the locals go, right? Me and my mate found this in Rome. We went to Rome and, well, accidentally really, we went around the corner and there was this like street with all these various pizza places, pizza, pasta, you know, the sort of thing in Italy. And we sat down at one and we were pleasantly surprised at what we were being charged for 2 meals. Very good service, fantastic management in Italian restaurants. They really look after you, the customer. Good evening, sir. Big smiles. Very polite. Very, very good service in Italian restaurants in Rome. Not the same for the staff that work underneath them, because I've seen them spoken to like absolute filth. I don't know if that's just the way of Italian restaurants, but the customer to them, it appears to be, is number one, and of course, so it should be. Similar in America when you go in a shop. If they know you want money spent, they will turn you over and lick you to death to get that money out of you. It's that good. What a shame that doesn't happen in many of the places here. In particular, a particular place I can think of is that large electrical retailer that will remain nameless by me. You know the one I mean. Can't be bothered. Can't be bothered with you. Really. Going to America, they won't leave you alone until you walk out that store and have spent some of your money. Lick, lick, lick. Oh, no. Yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir. And that's how it should be. If you're handing over your money somewhere, treat with people with a bit of respect, you know. Tourists found out the hard way when they visited a beach bar in Bodrum, Turkey. To their horror, they were charged £43 for a doner kebab, which totalled almost 175 when they paid for 4 people. 43 quid for a kebab. Horrible things, kebabs. They also forked around £7.50 for a small cup of coffee. These aren't the only holidaymakers to report a steep increase in travel costs, though. According to local media, hotels that have their own private beaches are charging guests to go for a paddle. Now, the best private beach I ever went to, and Michael Pullman will know this one, was a place called Turtle Cove in Queensland. Beautiful. So quiet. Great long beach, which was part of the hotel, you see, the resort. Oh, it was lovely there. The local mayor doesn't seem to be concerned. Some have been £65 to swim in the sea they were charged. Local mayor not concerned with the price hikes and says there are plenty of cheap alternatives available. He said they can pay 100,000 lira if they want, but there are also places selling donas for 20 lira, which is about £2.70. Businesses are already taking a hit due to the pandemic and they can't make ends meet. Of course, that doesn't mean they have to overcharge their customers. That's a lot, isn't it? Wow. A lot of money for a kebab. I take sandwiches, my love. take sandwiches for you. Have you ever been ripped off for food on a holiday? Always remember seeing this story years ago of someone being charged 50 quid for an ice cream in Rome. Well, more for you for paying it. You know, if someone, I said, I'll have an ice cream, please, and they put there you go, it's 50 euros, please. I beg your pardon? 50 euros? Oh, no, I don't want that. I'm not paying that. Walk off. You haven't taken the ice cream? You haven't taken the ice cream, so you can't be done for theft. I'd walk off. More for you for paying it. Check the prices. Why would you sit down in a restaurant and not know what you're going to pay? That's mad. That's mad. Jason Hughes likes that, doesn't he? Surprised you got time to talk to us, Jason, to be honest. Jason Hughes likes kebabs. Large extra meat, no onions or cucumber with chilli sauce. Rockies. Is that a kebab place, Mick? Rockies? I don't know that. Possibly near you there, is it? £7. Was that a large mix, Jason? Jason paid £7 for one of his kebabs. No, Roy, the clock is not an hour slow, mate. You're watching an hour behind, probably. Someone tell Roy I think he's watching an hour behind. He's obviously joined at the beginning of the show and he's watching the catch-up. Dear. The old Casualties on UK Play app. The clock is never slow. Let me tell you that now, sunshine. We are all perfect here. No mistakes. £4.50 in Bristol for a kebab. Yeah, Roy's watching the show an hour ago. Look, cats. We were talking about cats. Blimey, he's watching the beginning of the show. That's why. Can someone tell Roy he's actually watching the beginning of the show and not what's happening now? All right. Centre Parks rip you off with food prices. Now, I was tempted by Centre Parks, to be honest, Fiona, before. They're very expensive, aren't they? See, years ago, Fiona, we used to go to Pontins when I was a kid, but, you know, not so good now, according to many reports. We were talking about one of the films on Netflix the other day. The film was called 365, okay? It's a great film. There's a few rude bits in it. You don't want to be watching it with children, but generally it's a good film. In the Daily, good news if you watch the film. There's going to be another. All right, in the Daily Star, 365 star Michel Marone has confirmed he's the gorgeous one. He's about 6.5 foot tall. Absolutely stunning looks. Stunning. I mean, I'm pushing the boat out here. He's better looking than me. Can you believe that? Someone in this world is better looking than me. I can't believe it myself. Maureen, shocked, aren't you, Maureen? There's someone better looking than me, Maureen. 365 star Michel Marone has confirmed he will appear in a sequel to the raunchy Netflix movie. They're going to make another one. Great. I thought it was a great storyline. Won't tell you all of it. This bloke, the good-looking bloke, very rich, has what he wants, finds a girl he likes, she's not sure, so he abducts her, shoves her in a room and says, you've got 1 year to fall in love with me. If you don't, I'll let you go. And she's like under his power sort of thing. That's the only part of it I'm going to tell you. It's a great film. Watch it. Not with children, okay? The film, which has sent viewers into a frenzy with its jaw-dropping scenes. There's a few of those in it, but, you know, one of those things. I hate you. You know when you was watching something like that with your parents and a naughty scene come out, you didn't know where to look, did you? On the telly. Anyway, they're going to make another one. Fans of the film have begged for a sequel, and the actor has seemingly confirmed there will be one, and he will be back in his role. Do you want to see him? You want to see him? You ready for this, ladies? Wait till you see it. If you haven't seen this bloke before, wait till I show you a picture of him, my darlings. Look. Ready? Ready, girls? Oh, God! Look at him! Oh, I don't trust those eyes, though, do you? I don't trust those eyes at all. God's sake. Do you mind if I just I'm going to leave that on and put it in my pocket like that. Hang on a minute. Leave that on and put it in my pocket. He's now close to my heart. Do you think you'll ever be close to my heart? He is. Anyways, making a second film. That's good news, isn't it? Anyone see the first film, 365? Very good film. Very good film. Michael Lawrence, when I eat out, I do not care how much restaurant charges when I go away on holiday. Well, good luck to you. You're the one with all the money then, aren't you, Michael? Blimey. He don't care what he spends. I like to see the price first. I want to know what I'm going to spend in a restaurant. If it's anything over £3.50, then I go somewhere else. Unless, of course, it's one of my nice posh afternoon teas that I go for. That's a different thing altogether. Isn't it, Claire? Claire is head of afternoon teas on this channel. Fashion and afternoon cheese. Has Roy caught up yet? Bless him. Has Roy caught up yet with the with our show? Can someone tell Roy is watching the show an hour ago? All right. Okie doke. Well, time is running today, isn't it? Want to drive a fire engine? Another story in the Daily Star today. Naughty man. A thief has nicked a fire engine before driving it 15 miles to a bar with the emergency lights on. What happened to that noise? We don't get that anymore, do we, really? I can't stand that American one. Woo! Fire engines. Fire engines, boys and girls. Just a moment. Let me just write down a little number here. Got to write down a number here. Very, very important to rewrite down a number. 158. Oh, hang on, no, not that number. The other one. 158, where are we going? We're 157. 157. There we are. Fire engines. Fire engines, boys and girls. Fire engines. So there's this bloke who's nicked a fire engine. Yes. It was in the Daily Star newspaper. Drove it 50 miles to a bar with the emergency lights on. Fire engine. Do-do-do-do. Now, why don't we get that noise anymore? I like that fire engine noise, don't you? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Years ago, of course, 60s and 70s. Oh, you may remember Z-Cars. You remember that? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, they did it with the whistle, didn't they? But I'm not very good at whistling. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da 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 da. We love Z-Cars, and we love Dixon of Dock Green. Da 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 da. I wonder if that's on any of those gold television channels, UK TV and gold and anything like that. Dixon of Dock Green. I think you can get him on DVD. Evening all. He used to go like that, didn't he? Well, this phone keeps buzzing. Sorry about that. He used to lift his hat. Evening all. And then there'd be some sort of programme, you know, of crime happening. And at the end, he'd give us all a little bit of a talking to, didn't he? Old Dixon of Dock Green. Wonderful programme on the telly. But all these programmes, Dixon of Dock Green, Z-Cars, they had police cars with that noise, didn't they? Da 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 da. And the fire engines used to do it. Da 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 da. And the ambulances. Da 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 da. I don't know if they were a different tone. I just did that there for added comical effect. I don't like the American ones. And I've heard these in the UK now. Woo! 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 Don't like that. And also, the ones here in the UK with the white noise. I hate those. It was vile. Vile noise. Are you looking round thinking someone's having a wee behind you? Have you heard that one? Don't like these noises. Why, oh why, haven't we got the old style da 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 da? I think we all need to write to the relevant authorities, the fire brigade, oh, like Trumpton, Pew, Pew, Barney McGrew, Toughbert, Billy Grubb, ba 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 da. Oh, we miss Trumpton. Proper children's television, boys and girls. What have they got now? Oh, it's pathetic, dear. It's not proper telly, is it? Bring back Trumpton. Chiggly. Camberwick Green, we want all these programmes back. Thank you very much. In particular, Trumpton, they didn't even have a do-do-do-do. They didn't have a woo-woo. And they didn't have a shh. They had a bell. They had a bell. Ding, ding, ding. Little man on the front. Which one was on the front? Was it Pew Pew, Barney McGrew, Toughbert, Billy Old Grub? On the front, ringing the bell as the little fire engine went about its business. It was amazing, Trumpton. Every single programme. It was a small town, Trumpton, but they seemed to have a fire every single day. Perhaps they were just unlucky. Maybe they had gas lamps and they kept catching a light. I don't know. Ding-ding-ding-ding. At my caravan in Chapel Hill, I just want to point out I have electric lights in there and not gas lamps. Thank you very much. Ding 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 ding. Da 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 da. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear that anymore on the streets of the UK. Woo woo woo. Or shh 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 shh. We need them back. Da 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 da. Thank you very much. Write to your fire brigade, police authority and ambulance stations immediately and get this changed back to how it was, and everyone will be much happier. Well, apparently this bloke, he's only 22, he used a piece of wood to smash a fire station window in Alaska, this is. But he was cold and wanted to get in out of the cold. Stealing the truck and driving it through the closed beige drawers, he then switched on the emergency overhead lights and headed west towards Fisherman's Bar in Naknek, 15 miles away. 2 local police people made contact with Porter through the truck's radio and arrested him outside the bar. £8,000 worth of damage to the station. Wow. And the £80,000 fire truck. Look, it's not even spelt right. Fire trick. Oh, come on, Daily Star. Who's editing these places? Out of service while the mechanics fix the mangled front. I've seen a few people with mangled fronts. It's not very pleasant to look at, I tell you that now. Dear me. Parkness doesn't think that the fire engine on Trumpton ever put out a flyer. Oh, happy are those who believe and yet do not see, Parknest. I'm convinced that every single time it put out a fire somewhere, dear. I'm on fire this morning, as you can hear. Siren for the snowflake alert needed. We do need a siren for that. Airwolf. Oh, Airwolf. Was that about a helicopter, Airwolf? Magic roundabout. Da 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 da. Poor little Dylan, always off his head, weren't he? How did they get away with that? A rabbit smoking drugs. It's like that garage up there where all the lads hang around. The only reason I don't report them is because they're all reasonably good looking. Otherwise, I'd be straight on the phone to the police authorities, dear. Captain Pugwash, Adrian. Da, 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 da. Oh, I love it all. I love all those children's things. Fiona remembers Chips. Yes, Chips. Charlie's Angels, The Sweeney. Da 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 da. Farm Sam. Wonderful programmes. Wonderful programmes. Peter Paliwoda says, my dog thinks I look great even first thing in the morning. That's a dreadful thing to say. Put your wife on this chat box now. I'm going to tell her about you, what you've just said. Dreadful thing to say, Peter. Adrian, the old phones and noise didn't carry well with the new noise. Carries a shorter distance. Yep, okay, mate. Joe Woodrove posts a little picture of a fire engine there. Who's nicking fire? Is it Jason nicking the fire engines to get to Greg's the Baker's, probably? Greg's the Baker's. That'll be it. Can we have a few thumbs up, please, underneath the thing? Thank you. A few likes. That'll go down well. Right. Are we going to do one more story? No. We're doing 2 more stories, boys and girls. 2 more stories. Watch out for hungry seagulls. We've seen people losing chips to seagulls. In the Daily Mail, a hungry seagull has been captured on camera swallowing a huge rat in front of bystanders. I don't think you'd see them that size on Whitby in Yorkshire, my favourite part of the world at the moment. The clip was filmed in the city of Rome, which is slowly emerging from a coronavirus lockdown. In a clip which has gone viral with 3 million views online, the seagull is seen on a pavement with the large rodent in its beak. And I can see that. That is frightening. That is frightening. I wouldn't want to show it to you, actually. The seagull then swallowed the bird. Oh, stupid. Again, this is the... Who's checking the blooming script on this stuff? Look what... This is written in the Daily Mail. I read exactly what it says. The seagull then swallowed the bird whole. It's not a bird, dear. It's a rat. I don't know who these papers are employing now to check their writing before it goes to print. Shocking. The seagull then swallowed the rat whole as the person filming exclaimed, "Oh my God." With only the rat's tail visible from its mouth, the seagull flew off when somebody walks out of an entrance and appears to scare it. God. That is frightening. That is frightening. A Facebook user says seagulls are predators in cities instead of fish. They eat rodents. Well, I never knew that. The seagulls are more effective than our authorities. It's horrible watching that. It's in the Daily Mail this morning, okay? If you want to have a look at that, that is in the Daily Mail this morning. That is absolutely frightening. Absolutely frightening. Hungry seagulls, Dave Holland says. Wow. It's not a very pleasant thing to watch, that one. Okay. Not really very pleasant at all. Peter was rescued by Clerkenwell Blue Watch. Was one of your pubs in as Fire Brigade, third floor, Old Cock Tavern, Fleet Street, closed all day about 1990. They got my two dogs out as well as Heroes. That's where I used to go to that club, Peter. You must know it, Turnmills. That was in Clerkenwell. It probably had a terrible name, did it, Turnmills? I used to be there in the 90s. 1990... I went to this club for about 6 or 7 years. Early 90s to 1999. Then I stopped. And that was the end of my clubbing days, 1999. Turnmills. Did you know Turnmills? It was on a corner. It's gone now. It was just over the little bridge on the right. And there was a road on the right. And then on that corner there was Turnmills. We used to queue up there, get outside. Did you know that place, Peter? You must have done. You must have done. Adrian has dyslexia. And so that's his job. Secret as paper editor. There we go. I knew it was someone like you, dear. Attack of the killer seagulls. It's scary, that. Very scary. All right. Right, one more story. Then we'll do today's raffle tickets. In last night's Evening Standards, now I don't know what you think about this, the e-scooters are going to be allowed on Britain's roads from Saturday. So you've seen these little scooters, mainly younger people at the moment, teenagers. They're on these scooters. They do go quite fast. On pavements, a little bit dangerous perhaps to people. They're going to put them on the roads. I don't know really. Now, e-scooters will be allowed on Britain's roads from Saturday. The Department of Transport has announced new regulations enabling trials of rental e-scooters will also come into force on Saturday. And the first schemes are expected to be launched next week. The trials are being held for 12 months. Now, you know why they're doing this. To get cars off the road. The trials are being held for 12 months to assess whether the devices reduce motor traffic and what impact they have on the safety of users and those around them. Now, you've got no protection on one of these. You may have a hat on, one of those helmets. I understand why they're doing it. They want to get cars off the road, but it says only rental e-scooters will be allowed on roads, and they will be limited to 15.5 miles an hour. So the ones you're buying from shops, kids I suppose, are not allowed to use those yet. It says, as we emerge from lockdown, we have a unique opportunity in transport to build back in a greener, more sustainable way, which could lead to cleaner air and healthier communities across Great Britain. I understand that. E-scooters may offer the potential for convenient, clean and cost-effective travel and may also help the burden on the transport network, providing another green alternative to get around and allow for social distancing. Interesting what they say. Now, 15 miles an hour. Is that faster than a normal cyclist? Because it sounds pretty fast to me. 15 mile an hour on one of these things. And if so, it may be that the scooters actually work out better than normal bikes on the road. No good. If you're trying to lose weight, there's no point in you buying an e-scooter, is there? You haven't got to do anything. Just push a button and off it goes. It'd be interesting to see how that works. I don't think you are allowed to cycle on the road, or e-scooter on a road or on a pavement at the moment. But that being said, we see people doing it. Cycleways, I think they're allowed on cycleways. I don't know if that's right or not. I might be wrong, but I would imagine they're allowed on cycleways. And here in Bracknell, we have a lot of cycleways. You don't really need to go on the roads at all, or if so, very, very rarely. I mean, if they're faster than bikes, then surely that's all right, if you see what I mean. But I just get a feeling there's going to be terrible accidents on those things. Rachel said it would look funny getting rid of cars and seeing everyone on scooters on the road. Well, it would do, wouldn't it, really? If you're of a sort of large, a very large size, I wonder if you can even go on a scooter, your balance and all that, whether or not that would work for you. There you go. Mick's got another excuse to get angry now. Mick spends his life in permanent anger, unfortunately. I don't know why that is. All right. Driverless e-scooters next year. So you wouldn't need to... Well, I mean, you couldn't have... How could you have a driverless e-scooter? You're just on it and that's it. Anyone want a raffle ticket? Please speak now, my darlings. Seagulls are nasty in Cornwall, says Fran. You can't eat without your brolly up. Michael used to go... Did you used to go to Michael? I don't remember you in trade, actually, Michael. Did Peter answer that? Did he know that? I don't think he did. Peter hasn't answered that. Maybe he didn't know that. Maybe Peter didn't know Turnmills. All right, okay. John Aitken, here we go with the tickets then. John Aitken is number 474. 475. John Aitken, 475. Fran, 476. Peter Wright, 477. Denise, all right, love. Peter, I haven't torn enough tickets out here. 1 minute. Seem to have lost some tickets again somewhere. 476, 7677. Where's 78? Oh, there they are. There they are. Denise Andrews, 478. Let's scroll up a little bit there, my loves. Gone a bit too far down there. Michael Lawrence, 479. Joe Woodruff, 480. Diane Jebb, 481. Maureen, 482. Paul and Lou, 483. Dave Holland, 484. Tony King, 485. Mick Davenport, 486. Rachel, 487. Ross Herndon, 488. Chris Woodhouse. Oh, hang on a minute. 15 mile an hour is slow, is it? Is it? I would have thought that was fairly fast speed to be on a... I know some bikes are faster. They're not supposed to be, Chris. They're supposed to be limited at 15 mile an hour. But certainly on a scooter, I would imagine 15 mile an hour is a fairly fast speed for you to be going on a scooter, I would imagine. Thanks, Chris. Ross Herndon, where do we get to? Ross Herndon. Mari Lowe, 489. Please put ticket in your message there, otherwise it gets skipped over, okay? Claire, 490. Claire L, 490. Chris Woodhouse, 491. Daniel Holmes, 492. bum bum. Peter, where we are, Christ. Is that everyone? Is that everyone there? Okay, right. If you've asked for your ticket by email, of course, I deal with that straight after the show, boys and girls. If I've missed anyone out, please speak now, and I'll come back to you after we've done today's birthdays. Happy birthday on this Wednesday, the 1st of July, 2022. Jess Francis. Hello, Jess. Jess Francis, a very young, 33 years old. I noticed you've got 2 Facebooks there, but that's okay. Happy birthday to you, Jess. Kevin Lee. Good morning, Kev Lee. Happy birthday to you today. Alexandra Robinson, 35 today. Chris Sutcliffe. Happy birthday to Chris. Is it Dr. Chris? Hang on a minute. Is it Dr. Chris or not? No. Okay, it's all right. I know a doctor called Chris. I thought that was you, but it's not. Chris Sutcliffe, happy birthday to you too, Chris. Kenny Vincent, happy birthday to Kenny Vincent. And, of course, our delightful Fiona, who's with us live on this channel, Miss Fiona Hunt. This is Fiona Hunt. A big happy birthday to you and everyone else whose birthday it is today. Happy birthday, gang. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, gang. 2 more tickets to give out. Peter Paliwoda is ticket number 493. And there was another one there somewhere. Ross Dahlstrom. Hello, Ross. Welcome, sir. You get ticket number 494. That's for the raffle on Monday, next Monday morning, okay? There we are. That's all today, gang. I think that's everyone, isn't it? That's everyone there. Thanks so much for joining us on the show today. Have a lovely Wednesday, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning, around about the same time, 8:45. I hope I get my quote through today. I still haven't had my quote yet for the shed next door. Why does it always take so long to get things done and people out the door and that to do things? I don't know. Anyway, that's how it is. Enjoy your day. See you soon. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye now.